In the heart of autumn, as the leaves begin to fall and a chill grips the air, millions around the world pause to honor a tradition that stretches back over 1,000 years. All Saints' Day. Rooted in a deep reverence for those who came before us, this day is a powerful reflection of faith, remembrance, and the cycle of life and death. But how did this solemn observance come to be? And why does it continue to resonate across cultures and generations? All Saints' Day, the real story behind a sacred holiday. The origins of All Saints' Day are as rich and complex as the history of the Christian Church itself. To truly understand its significance, we must journey back to the early centuries of Christianity. In its infancy, the Christian faith was often marked by persecution. Many of its followers were martyred for their beliefs, and over time, these early saints, men and women who had suffered and died in the name of Christ, became deeply venerated. However, as the number of martyrs grew, it became impossible to assign each a specific day of remembrance. A more collective form of honoring these saints was needed, which eventually gave rise to the celebration we know today. The roots of All Saints' Day can be traced to Pope Boniface IV, who, in the early 7th century, dedicated the Pantheon in Rome to the Virgin Mary and all Christian martyrs. This act of transforming a former Roman temple into a Christian church marked one of the earliest steps toward establishing a broader day of celebration for all saints. The Pantheon, once a place of pagan worship, now symbolized the triumph of Christianity, with its massive dome seemingly stretching to the heavens, a fitting tribute to the faithful who had given their lives for their beliefs. But it wasn't until the reign of Pope Gregory III in the 8th century that All Saints' Day began to take the shape we recognize today. Gregory dedicated a chapel in St. Peter's Basilica to All Saints and established November 1st as their official feast day. This decision not only solidified the celebration within the liturgical calendar, but also aligned with pre-existing traditions in various European cultures. Many scholars believe that the choice of November 1st was no accident. In pre-Christian Europe, this time of year was significant for many pagan cultures, especially the Celts, who observed Samhain around this period. Samhain was a festival that marked the end of the harvest season and the beginning of winter, a time when the boundary between the living and the dead was believed to be at its thinnest. By placing All Saints' Day at this time, the Church may have sought to supplant these older pagan traditions with a Christian alternative, in much the same way that Christmas was positioned near the winter solstice. As the centuries passed, All Saints' Day became firmly entrenched in Christian practice, spreading across Europe and into the farthest reaches of Christendom. In the Eastern Orthodox Church, a similar celebration, All Saints' Sunday, takes place on the first Sunday after Pentecost, highlighting a different theological emphasis, but maintaining the same spirit of remembrance. Meanwhile, in the Roman Catholic Church, All Saints' Day is seen as a holy day of obligation, a day when the faithful are required to attend Mass and reflect on the lives of the saints, both known and unknown. One of the most intriguing aspects of All Saints' Day is its companion holiday, All Souls' Day, celebrated on November 2nd. While All Saints' Day honors the saints who are believed to be in heaven, All Souls' Day focuses on the souls of all the faithful departed, particularly those who are still in purgatory, awaiting purification before entering heaven. Together, these 2 days form a powerful moment of reflection within the Christian calendar, bridging the worlds of the living and the dead. In different cultures, the observance of All Saints' Day has taken on unique forms. For example, in Mexico, Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, is celebrated with vibrant altars, offerings of food, and a joyful remembrance of loved ones who have passed. While not directly tied to the Christian observance of All Saints' Day, Dia de los Muertos shares the same core concept of honoring the dead and acknowledging the continuation of life beyond death. Across the world, from France, where families gather to clean and decorate graves, to the Philippines, where entire communities come together to light candles in cemeteries, All Saints' Day remains a living tradition, a poignant reminder of those who have gone before us. But beyond its religious significance, All Saints' Day invites a broader reflection on the nature of saintliness. Traditionally, saints were canonized individuals, officially recognized by the Church for their exemplary holiness and service. However, the day also reminds us that sainthood is not limited to a select few. In many Christian teachings, all who strive to live lives of virtue and faith are called to be saints. In this way, All Saints' Day serves as a universal celebration of the potential for goodness within every human being. Today, as modern society continues to change, the meaning of All Saints' Day endures. In an age where secularism often dominates public life, the day offers a counterbalance, a moment of spiritual reflection that transcends borders and cultures. Whether observed in quiet prayer at a church or in the lively celebrations of the streets, All Saints' Day remains a testament to the enduring power of faith and memory. In the end, All Saints' Day is not just about honoring the past, it's about finding inspiration for the present. The lives of the saints, filled with sacrifice, courage, and unwavering faith, serve as guiding lights for those who seek to navigate the complexities of modern life. As we light candles, say prayers, and share stories of the saints, we are reminded that the journey of faith is not one we walk alone. Instead, we walk in the footsteps of countless others who have come before us, their spirits illuminating our path, even in the darkest of times. So, as you pause to reflect on All Saints' Day this year, remember that this is more than a commemoration of ancient history. It's a living, breathing tradition, one that connects us not only to the past, but to each other, as we strive to live lives that, like the saints, shine brightly in a sometimes dark and uncertain world. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution.